Back with episode 34 with Annie from Annie's Adventure.
What's up? Thank you guys so much for having me.
The GOAT of social media.
I haven't been called that, but I like it.
I'm the GOAT.
Like
you know what? You're everywhere.
I am. I can't sit still.
I knew you were coming on finally. You know, you ghosted me for probably 3 months. You know what I mean? And I know you're big time. And then all of a sudden, boom, here you walk through the door. I was like, who are you, dude?
This guy.
But anyway, you're here, which is awesome. And you're rocking rhino stuff.
Yeah, I love the rhinos.
And
vida.
And that's a nice one. One of the nice ones.
I know,
you know,
like
our blacks. I like our blacks. It's a little old because we have a brighter orange now, more of a fluorescent.
Yeah.
Which is very like I could work on the side of the road in the night,
and
directing
safe.
traffic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're pretty cool. But that's one of my favorites. I love this one.
Yeah. And y'all put my name on the back too. It's really
I see that.
Yeah.
But finally, you're here.
Yes. Thank you so much.
The GOAT of social media.
This guy.
You know, you're like. You know, I was fortunate enough to meet you a month ago or so when we shot the commercial for Tea to Go.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun on that set.
The guys did great.
Yeah, they did. Everybody looked great. It was a lot of fun, super easy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I loved it.
And they enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
They really, really did. Obviously for people that don't shoot commercials or are not part of it or whatever, have never done, it can be demanding.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of hurry up and wait, for the footage that is captured.
Yeah.
My daughter does commercials, and
cool.
it's the same type of thing. She's there all day for a 30-second shot, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. But the guys did great.
Yeah.
They had fun, and it was a cool setting, and we got to taste some teas. And
yeah, it was really cool to work with you guys on that, too. So thanks for that.
The guys had a blast.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like, when's it going to be out?
Yeah.
And then, sure enough, it's out, and guys were like,
That's
oh,
right.
man.
They see it? Oh, I love it.
Yeah, and we have some pictures, obviously, when they were backstage putting on the makeup. I don't know if you remember that. I'm trying to catch
behind the scenes.
So I keep that as blackmail. So any of you rhinos out there that were on the commercial,
that's true.
If you're bad boys, I got some footage. Hockey players don't wear makeup, but
no,
maybe they do. Maybe they do. So tell us a little bit about your background with your podcast and Annie's Adventures, because, again, you are the GOAT and you are everywhere.
So Annie's Adventures is going to be 12 years old this December, the end of the month in December. But so I started it when I worked at El Paso Saddle Blanket. Yeah. I was a jewelry manager and buyer, so I talked to everybody who came in the door, and everybody would talk crap about the city. Locals, out-of-towners, military, construction workers, everybody. I can't sit still, so I'm already out and about, art, live music, food. I can't, my father's daughter, we love to eat. So I might as well just share this information, was my thinking. And that's when I started Annie's Adventures. It's crazy because I just got back from this crazy adventure that I wish I would have started it during.
Right.
Yeah, because I went in with Steven Seagal, and I was like his personal assistant for a very short amount of time, but that was wild. And yeah, I was like, man, I should have started it then. And then I came back to El Paso. I packed everything up, and I packed it in storage and went to Louisiana to try and, because, everybody wants to leave El Paso, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to go and see something else, see if I can go there. And I just couldn't. And so that's when I thought, I'm just going to go back to El Paso before I run out of money. I have my support system there. It's all about who you know. I have a pretty good network there that I've built since I've been back, because I moved back in 2006. Okay. Then I took off for that, and then came back, started Annie's Adventures. And that's when I was like, I'm just going to make the most of this. It's all about perspective, right?
Right.
So that's when I started Annie's Adventures, and it just started growing. It's on Facebook and Instagram. It also has a podcast now, but it's just basically to promote El Paso, local businesses, and the surrounding area. Even when I travel, I try to go local as much as possible, and just do a lot of baller on a budget stuff. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
But yeah, and you're absolutely right when you talk about everybody. Not so much. Dog El Paso, right? Like when I first came to El Paso in '97, we were talking earlier. It was a different place.
Oh, yeah.
And when I came in, it was September. I'm wearing jeans and I have wool socks on in September, and it's freaking 100 degrees out. Well, I didn't know that. And then when you come in, I look out the airplane, I see waters and I see desert. I'm like, where am I going?
Yeah.
Because back then, we didn't have flipping Google. My dad's like, where are you going? El Paso, Mexico?
Yeah.
And that was, he wasn't taking a shot. That's
what everybody thought.
But El Paso is a great place. People like our players that come in, the Rhinos, because there's perception.
Yeah.
Right? You're so close to the border, and there's that perception, especially what's going on in Mexico right now. and with the migrants because we're bored, all that crap.
Yeah.
And it's news.
Political stuff.
And but once players get here, once people realize, they love it.
It's a great place to live.
So safe.
Yeah. And just so much to do, you know. What's really neat is that we are a big local city. We love to go local. We love to support local, where it didn't seem like it was the case before. So it's really neat to see that 180 change in the community. But I mean, just the hiking, the hunting, the camping, like.
Well, you can go skiing 2 hours away in the wintertime.
I'm saying, like any direction you drive, you can be someplace completely
the caverns,
different.
Carlsbad.
There's City
I've never
Falls.
Been.
What?
No, never been.
Oh my gosh, you're missing out.
Right.
You really are. Yeah.
What is that? I can never remember the place, but I'm sure you've done something on it. It's kind of heading east, and it's got the natural springs water, and it's it's like 2.5 hours from here.
Heading east?
Yes. In Big Bend, almost Big Bend.
Like Marfa? I don't know. I don't know about the hot springs.
It's not hot. It's just a natural pool.
Oh.
And there's you can scuba dive in there, and there's little minnows in there.
I have no idea.
There you go. What is it? Balmaray?
Oh, I've heard of it. I've never been there.
Dude, you need to go
My
there.
aunt and uncle, they dive, so they go there all the time. They love it. Yeah.
So my wife and I and daughter went there years ago.
Okay.
And we loved it.
Yeah. But even you just said Big Bend. Dude, I just barely went to Big Bend like 3.5 years ago. Yeah. I'm turning 41 this year. Like I'd never gone
next
before.
month, huh? The spooky.
Yeah.
No, it's this month.
This month, yeah.
What is it? 20 what?
24. But the thing is, like, I'd never been there, and it's only like
look at you dodging your birthday.
Hours away.
Look at you dodging your birthday. No. Somebody's turning red over here. You can adjust the color, right, to get her not so red like a tomato.
A tomato, I love it.
But so yeah. There's so much to do around here.
Yeah, there really is. I mean, any direction that you go to, I go to Cloudcroft all the time just to eat pizza, burrito.
Yeah.
So
that new pizza place there. Is that the one you're talking about?
The brewery?
Yeah.
Dude, that pizza's amazing. And everybody orders their own pizza. Nobody shares. Like when you look around at all the tables, nobody's sharing pizza.
Just pigs.
Yeah.
Oh, why not?
But it's delicious and it's easy to do it. And you want to buy another one to take home.
Cool. Yeah, no, we've been there. I ride Harley, and we go there on the bikes a little bit. We've stopped there, so
nice. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. But there's a lot of cool places in El Paso. Tell us your most interesting, if you can.
Most interesting.
Like one of the mom and pops that you wouldn't expect, kind of like the taco place in Anthony.
The taco place in Anthony.
Maybe it's not
like the little diner.
Yes.
Okay, like Little Gems.
Yeah, something like that.
Well,
Little Diner's nice.
Everybody is like, if they don't know about it now, like it's my favorite restaurant, Cafe Pirro. I love them so much.
Never even heard of it.
So it's in Socorro on your way in.
Okay.
It's the gorgeous building with the Kristen Apodaca mural on it, right in front of the Socorro Mission.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and they're open Wednesdays through Sundays now. They have different like cafe hours in the morning, but like anything that they make, they just had a shrimp boil, a barrio boil. This last weekend, they switch up their desserts. They make quiche. Like it's just really good.
It's just mom and pops. But you've
local.
made it when you can have hours from Wednesday through Sunday.
Well, they're creating the life they want too, right?
Sure.
Like so they were open for dinners, and now they switched to the cafe hours. They do pottery classes.
Really?
Yeah, they have a Beetlejuice pottery class coming out. That's
Beetlejuice
really cool.
is out. Are you going to go see it, or
I
have you?
have to. I haven't
Beetlejuice.
yet, but you have to, right? Are you going to see it?
Oh yeah.
Did you see it already?
Not the new one.
Okay, yeah. My niece went this weekend. So.
Did she like it?
Mm-hmm. They said it was loud, but yeah, she's a little girl. She liked it. Mm-hmm.
I want to see it.
Yeah, same. You have to. And Winona Ryder, like anything that she's in, right? You gotta go check it out.
Yeah, for sure. She's a character for sure.
Yeah.
What else in El Paso?
So El Paso, I mean, we have so much going on. Again, so what is it? September, October, next month, Halloween. There's a lot of haunted houses coming up.
You're a big fan of the spooky season, right?
I love it. Like when I lived in California when I was a little girl, I got grounded from Halloween. Basically, like I couldn't go trick or treating or to any haunted houses.
Why?
I'll be honest. Like I flushed a Noxzema lid down the toilet, and I was like, I don't know what happened, and it messed up all the plumbing to the townhouse we were renting.
Sure.
So I was grounded.
so that's why you couldn't go out.
Yeah.
But Halloween, honestly, probably Halloween is one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
Just because I like to see all the kids dress up. Just the fun spirit it is with obviously the movies that come out, all the reruns.
Oh yeah, every year, right?
That's always a good time.
I love it. Well, we used to scare kids too at my house every year. And then we've been going to like Day of the Dead in Mexico the last couple of years. So it's just a great time. I have a lot of fun with it.
My wife, her family has a ranch in Mexico.
Oh,
They used to go to the Day of the Dead, but they're going to take a mulligan this season. Just
That's awesome.
what's going on over there. But
do it.
yeah, no, it's she loves it every year. And
I bet.
You know, I like the Day of the Dead. I like, you know, when they dress up in the costumes, and I don't even know the what is it when they dress up, the Muerta?
Yeah, the skull paintings. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Right? And they do a really cool parade downtown here now
nice.
for it. Yeah. I got to be a I call it a human float for like 2 years ago. Oh, wow. Yeah, they put piñatas on us, and we just had our scooters.
You're calling, and you don't call yourself the goat. Right? You're just up for rent wherever. You know what I mean?
It's fun. There's always an adventure. There's always stuff going on.
Hence your name.
I mean, yeah. I can't sit still. Like I said, like I'm already doing this stuff, so might as well share it with others to go out and enjoy. There's amazing food here. The art is amazing. The music that comes through here, like Hermanos Gutierrez is coming with Leon Bridges to the Plaza Theater. Like that's a big deal for me.
Fungi Mungle is still playing.
Oh my gosh, they're so cool.
I just heard that they're performing somewhere. I'm like, this is back when I played with the Buzzers.
Yeah, when
they used to come to the bar that
in
we used
high
to go
school.
to.
I remember hearing.
And I was like, man, like they've got to be 60.
I mean, more power
or
to
close
them,
to it,
right?
you know
They're
what I mean?
still
Good for
rocking.
you. Like,
Yeah,
awesome. I wish I could do that.
And like get the honey and Fixed Idea. We have amazing music here in El Paso, like local too. That's why I didn't even know like I was a foodie until I started this page. I didn't know that my page was a lifestyle. Like people are telling me all these things, what it is. I'm just out there like, just go do this, try that, you know.
And your concept is really, really cool. What you do and how you give feedback for the community. So you know you cater to really all types of environments, all types of businesses, and it's free advertising is what it is, right? You give reviews for those that I'm not going to say deserve it, but are worthy, so to speak, and those that don't, you don't.
Right. Like, so I learned very early on the pen is mightier than the sword. Yeah. And I am not trying to ruin anybody's life. And I'm not trying to take any food off anybody's table or their employees' tables or anything. So if I don't like it, I don't write about it. And that's just how it is. My mom raised me, if you don't have anything nice to say, you don't say anything at all.
Right.
You know, so that's my kind of thought.
That's why I don't talk a lot. See, Amanda, there you go.
She knows.
That's my floss. You wonder why I'm so quiet? Because I just don't have anything nice to say.
You just listen to mom and pop, right?
100%.
Yeah. So, but there's so much good here, and I'm out constantly meeting with businesses. Yeah. I work in a marketing agency, so it helps with my day job. And then again, I have a weekly podcast. So it's just a lot of, talking to business owners a lot. Like, I love it so much.
And that's really, really cool that you can promote El Paso because, again, there's a lot of negativity that comes with the city that people don't understand until they come and get to experience it. Because, again, I'll relate back to our players. They're like, man, it is incredible here. Like, well, what did you think? You know what I mean? Like, we're not bringing you into a freaking wild, wild west where there's shootouts every day. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be here if that was the case. I'm Canadian. Yeah. I've been in the U.S. for since 97 in El Paso.
That's right.
If I didn't want to be here, I wouldn't be here. Yep. If I didn't think it would be safe, whatever, I wouldn't raise our daughter here. You know what I mean? It's like, I'd be out of here. And it's the complete opposite. There's a lot of good things going on.
So much. And it's known as a family town, right? People want to raise their family here. People want to retire here. It's so cool to hear like younger kids coming in, like, oh man, this place is awesome. Like, and all the different festivals that are coming out. Like, there's just so much creativity here. Yeah. Even, I don't know. I can't say enough good things about this city. The food is amazing. The artwork, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's all around you.
The food is top notch.
Yeah.
We were this summer. We were on the East Coast in Boston. Touring some schools for my kid. And I was like, I honestly can't wait to get back to El Paso. And I think that's the first time I've ever said
really?
it. And I was like,
oh, that's so cool.
I'm like, I'm hanging around with all these white people. I want to get back to my people.
I need to get back home.
I want to get back to my people. You know what I mean? Nothing against anything. And I'm just, it's a joke.
Here,
but I told my wife, I'm like, I miss my people. You know what I mean?
In all the senses.
And I don't mean that in a derogatory. I don't mean that in any way. But it's
this is home now. You've been here since 97. You said?
I love it.
Home.
You know,
Yeah.
I worked in Juarez for 11 years, and I worked at Maquila, and I traveled back and forth, and I came on with the Rhinos full time. I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago, whatever it's been. But I just love the community. I love the people. I love the heritage. I love everything about it. And the food is.
We have everything here, though. You know, like, have you ever gone to Shandong? I feel like that's the best Chinese food in town.
No.
It's amazing. Like, you have to go try
Never
it.
even heard of it.
Yeah, we have this guy called Taco Tacos on the west side by a little bit of Texas. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Dude, he's serving food till like 3:30 in the morning. He's got these cannolis.
How do you know 3:30 in the morning? What's up, dude?
I went to go do a post.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I went at like 10:30. Like, come on. I don't know. At the same time, I love El Paso, but like, I do not want to be driving past 10 p.m. at night.
Right.
I don't want to be on the roads. I just don't. You know, it's not very safe on the roads here.
But that's anywhere.
Yeah. But I feel like it's picked up a lot in El Paso. There's a lot of wrong way driving. There's a lot of responsibility that needs to be had here.
Be better people.
Ownership. Don't drink and drive. And I say that from having 2 DWIs. I don't drink anymore because of Austin. I just I just recommend just don't do it. Like, we have Uber, we have Lyft, we have all these other resources.
We'll post your number on the podcast. Call Annie's Adventure for a free ride.
Yes, I charge $100 a ride. No,
That's
I'm kidding.
good. That's cheap.
I'm kidding.
It's gonna be an adventure.
No, but I mean, you know, it's small town mentality, big city. We're growing. We're having growing pains. We're fitting into ourselves. There's crime now. There's things, you know, like it's different. It's a different climate here, I feel. But still, with all that happening, it's still wonderful. Yeah. You know?
And it really is. Like, there's just a lot of good things going on here. There's the Chihuahuas, the soccer team. We got the Rhinos. We got everything.
We have rugby.
Are you a Cowboy fan?
No.
Yay.
No. Anybody?
Hey,
but
did they
Cowboys.
win this weekend?
Who cares?
Hey, Aaron.
I doubt it.
Hey, Aaron. They got pumped. Yeah, boy.
This is what they sounded like on Monday morning. Cowboys! Losers! I'm a Cowboy hater. No, I'm not a Cowboy hater. I just cheer for everybody that's playing against them.
Yeah, everybody else but them.
So this is what they sound like Monday morning.
Little fun.
It's a little fun. I love it. That's awesome. I love this sport, dude. I just have my camera doing the show, and this is like options.
Yeah, we have this fancy board, but we're not experts on it, right? So as I was telling you earlier, we had a great podcast last week, and we had 2 segments. We had a guest and then one with the coaches, but the one with the coaches.
This was recording the entire time. This particular one.
Posted.
But we didn't realize it.
Until after the fact, because you couldn't hear it in the headset.
Yeah.
Right now, you and I can.
You can hear it.
And so our producer, he's like, hey, we got a problem.
Oh, no.
I was like, we can't do it.
I don't know. I don't believe that. Like, from Annie's Adventures and a marketing perspective, I'm like, post that. That's probably going to be like one of your highest viewed ones because it's so different and it's funny.
Well, a lot of the reasons why we didn't do it, and there's a reason why. Because I'm all about having fun. There's a tragedy in the hockey world a couple weeks ago, and we talked about that, and unfortunately, that's what was recorded.
Yeah,
and I didn't
that
want
makes sense.
That's anyway. So, but yes,
100%.
You know, I'm all about
there's always
making fun of ourselves and having a good time, but yeah, it was just not the right
time.
Right, not the right time.
I understand.
But yeah, so this board we're figuring it out. Yeah.
I love it. I don't know. It's too fancy for me. I get to go to Star City Studios though to record my podcast every week, and they have a nice setup for me. And I just set up my tripod, and it's pretty basic. But you know, it's just another avenue to get that.
You produce your own stuff, right?
I mean, I guess if that's what you call it, yeah. I hit start. I don't cut it.
You cut it. You just this is what it is.
Yes, this is what it is.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, this is again. It's like I try to get it up that night. You know what I mean? It takes hours for it to upload because sometimes it's longer, but I just want to get the content out there. And again, the podcast is just an extension of my Facebook and Instagram page.
Yeah.
So I'll invite 3 to 4 business owners on, dissect their business. A lot of them have events coming up because I record on Wednesdays. So that weekend, so I just want to get that information out there.
Gotcha. So let me. I'm just doing simple math. I'm a hockey guy, so I'm not the smartest. You've been doing this 15 years. No, 12 years. The Rhinos have been in existence for, 16, 17. Why have you never not come knocking on our door and say, hey, why don't you come on the podcast? Why don't we promote you?
What are you talking about? Bro? Wait a minute.
Where
whoa,
you been, bro?
Whoa, bro. I've had the Rhinos on my show.
Well, I wasn't on your show.
Well, I had the Rhinos on 2 years ago. You had to come back. And then I love the Rhinos. I support them with everything.
Look at you backtracking.
I will not. No backtracking. I remember going to the Rhinos before it was the Rhinos. I love the Buzzards, like being a high school girl and being asked to go and like do the silly things on the rings and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Used to be some fun ones back then.
Dude, that and the Diablos, like that was the life. Going back and forth between those games. It was so
And the
fun.
Diablo, when it rained at the Diablos, it was terrible because there was zero coverage.
Yeah. It was still cool though. Yeah.
But that was good
memories.
like back then. Like, I'm not to say that the Chihuahuas are not good
No.
because it's just an extension of it. But back in the day when the Diablos were there.
Yeah, and it was just
different.
It was different, right? And then it's
It was
pre-social
less
media.
of a corporation, more of a
local vibe,
Sure.
feeling because you knew everybody that worked there. My cousins worked there, and it was like quarter dog night or whatever the cool
now it's like
promotions.
$15 dog night.
I know. Oh my gosh. But it is what it is.
It's everywhere,
Yeah. But those. I mean, I think these games are so fun to go to. The Locomotives. I went to my first.
Never been.
You will love it. The crowd is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, as you know, crowds make it,
Sure,
right?
sure, yeah.
So you got to go check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Aaron, have you been to soccer? Not the local. See?
No. It's awesome.
Have you been? I'm not
They're
not
fun.
trusting your
yeah.
your feedback of the game.
But this is just locals, and that's a good point to bring up for so much more. Like, okay, we have the Amigo Air Show coming up.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm glad that's back.
Me too.
That was cool.
Like, I'm excited for it.
My first event here when I came with the Buzzards back in '97.
Sure.
That weekend was the Amigo Air Show.
Cool.
And we went.
That's awesome,
Anyway.
right? But back then it was like, I mean, as a kid, I looked forward to it every year, going and seeing all the exhibits, getting to go inside the planes. And it was just a lot of fun. So it's really cool that we're having that back. And it's another family-friendly event. There's
I
so
think the
much to
Canadian
go
T-Birds
on
are
there.
coming.
Really?
That's what I heard.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Like this year, I'm really excited for it, and it's just a couple weeks away.
Yeah.
But that's just like how many people have never been to that? How many people have never been to the Waco tanks? How many people have never been to our missions? How many people have never been to walk around downtown? You know what I mean? Just basically.
Downtown is really, really nice.
It's awesome.
With the plaza there, and then you get to the hotel by the Camino and stuff. There's a lot of cool little places.
Yeah. Yeah,
And at Christmas time when they put the lights up,
and that's coming in
beautiful.
the Shirley Gate Parade of Lights, Winterfest.
Winterfest.
Yeah, and then we have one of my favorite local shops is down there. It's called Shop El Paso's Finest on Instagram, and it's just you go in there and you can buy local art and souvenirs straight from the local artists. You know what I mean?
That's really cool.
Yeah, and it's in the Cortez building, which itself is a gorgeous building. The history there.
See, so Annie's Adventures, that's for the audience and listeners out there. You just want to get on her social media, watch her podcast, because I'm learning so much about El Paso, and I've been here 20 some years.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's and I'm constantly discovering stuff. Like I just went to the hot springs and I took like a road that I'd never had before.
Hot Springs where?
TRC.
So I've never been.
What?
No.
Dude.
Is it cool?
Oh my God. You're going to freaking flip when you go. So we always go to Riverbend Hot Springs. That's where everybody goes, right? But we've stayed in Blackstone and they have the private pools in the rooms. But I just found out from some friends that they also do public private rooms like Riverbend does. And they're like a couple dollars less. They're 45 minutes instead of 50, but it's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Ojo Caliente?
No, but I've heard about it.
So I've been there years ago,
okay.
and I'm me. I don't know how to describe that, but I'm me. So they have a nude part.
Okay.
right? And I'm like, I'm going.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And you don't have to get nude if you
Sure.
don't want to, but I'm going because I just
The
I
experience
want to
or
see
whatever.
it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not some weirdo. I just want to see it, right?
Yeah.
So I go in there, and it was what was very interesting about it is they just didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
All shapes and sizes, body types. I thought that was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And very New Mexicanish.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the
vibe there.
that kind of thing, and it was just
a
different.
neat experience.
And it was just a very unique, but like we go, I love it there. 'Cause
Yeah.
they got so many different types of salt water, whatever kind
Yeah.
of pool, mineral pools.
I just heard about it recently.
Go if you can, opportunity to go.
I want to go.
Anybody listening, go.
Yeah. Well, and then recently we went to I think it's called Jimenez in outside of Albuquerque.
Okay.
And they got hot springs there too, which is really cool.
Nice.
Anytime we find them, we love them. We go to Mexico. We like to go into the and excuse me, I'm like the whitest Mexican you'll ever meet. Unfortunately, like I will butcher the pronunciation, but it's
Zanotas.
mezcal, or it's like basically a human pizza oven. You get in there and you.
Oh, like a detox.
It's really exactly.
Wow, that's that would be interesting.
Yeah, it's awesome. We love to go to those, but like any of those different experiences, it's like why not, right? It's good for you, and it's different experience to try. And we got one
like
ride,
I'm all
so.
about trying different things. You know, I'll do anything once.
Speaking of, have you gone to Taco Shop and tried their Chapulines tacos?
No.
Well, you got to go try that once.
Like all these places that she's saying, I've never even heard of.
Go jump out of a plane.
That I don't know if I do.
Oh, it's so fun.
Dude,
It's
what's
so
wrong with you?
fun. It's the exhilaration.
Like, what's wrong
Oh
with
my
you, dude?
God. Go hiking. The mountains here are so awesome.
See, that's overrated because that includes
No way.
exercise. You know what I mean?
It's good for you. Exercise is happiness.
It is. It is happiness.
Yeah.
That's what they say anyway. But I'm so just intrigued by what you're saying about these different places in El Paso, which is really, and just your energy and your vibe about it is really, really cool.
Yeah. I love this.
Have you heard of 10,000 Waves in Santa Fe? That's another.
Yes, I want to go check that out.
Go there too because
Yeah.
that's a pretty cool one. It's
Fancy.
It is fancy.
Yeah.
But it's very not to say the other ones, but it's extremely quiet. And
It's like a Zen thing,
yeah,
right?
exactly. And it's just, I recommend staying over somewhere because driving back the same day you're going to be
Exhausted.
falling asleep
Yeah.
and probably drive off the road or something.
Oh my
But anyway.
goodness.
But yeah, 10,000 Waves is another good one.
I love that. Yeah, no, we'll just jump in. Like, we'll go drive around El Paso, go find stuff. I'm really into looking at real estate right now, so I'm always looking at houses and finding new neighborhoods I didn't even knew were around. And then you find all these other gems like donuts and burritos and like all this stuff that I just want to try. You know what I mean? I gotta try them.
That's really cool, and I really like what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just putting out the local vibe and
Thanks.
all these restaurants. So again, everybody, jump on to her page. Social media,
Yes.
podcast, you're everywhere. You're the GOAT.
Oh, thank you.
You really are because you're honestly, like I said, you're like Houdini.
No.
Like it's been trying to get you for months and months and months, and you ghost me. You know what I mean? Like seriously. And then, I knew we were having a guest on today, and boom, there you are. You know what I mean? It just comes in and wow, here you are with the Rhino jersey.
Yeah, no, thank you guys so much for inviting me. It's a lot of fun. Anything for the Rhinos. I love the Rhinos.
Well, we appreciate it, and I know you always repost our stuff.
Yeah.
And again, I'm learning the whole social media stuff, and so I'll send stuff or do stuff, and I'm like, I hope I did that right.
Well, that was you saying that and brought back a couple years ago with the whole craft.
Yeah.
Like that was fun to work with you guys on that.
Yeah.
I mean, El Paso, the social media power we have here is insane. And that's how you guys got the new roof.
Yeah,
and the new
unbelievable. The community, the Craft Hockeyville was a great experience, not only
fun.
for our El Paso Hockey Association, the Rhinos, but the community as well, because it was a whole community event, and it took all of us.
It brought everyone together
to do that, and
for the Rhinos. Yeah.
So again, for everybody that supported, thank you for that, and thank you for being part of that.
Always.
And, but it's been a pleasure having you on.
Thank you. Likewise.
You're going to come to a game this weekend.
Yes. Yes. Everybody go local as much as possible, and tell them I sent you.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.